Hey everyone, Jake here for Extreme Terrain, and in this video we're taking a look at the Raxium LED fog lights fitting 2021 and newer Broncos with the modular front bumper, excluding Raptor models. Now, fog lights are an easy way to get some more lighting output on your Bronco. These ones in particular feature really slick styling, lots of lighting output, and some customizability for a really reasonable price. Now, fog lights may not be the most exciting thing to talk about, but I'm pretty excited about these because frankly, they're just cool. Now, this is a setup that's going to be perfect for the Bronco owner who wants an easy solution to get more lighting. They're designed to work with your factory auxiliary switches if your truck came equipped with those from the factory. And even if yours doesn't have the switches, you've still got an option for that as well. They will work on your Bronco. So they're super flexible. They're also fully LED, so you get a lot of output. They offer a clear, crisp lighting output plus a ton of reach, exactly what you want from a set of good fog lights. Not only are the LEDs inside bright, but they provide you some options. Now you can run these in fog light mode where they're going to light up that bright white like we were just discussing, or you can have them run as amber running lights for a slightly more menacing look. So you can change it up if you want, or just select the option which suits you best at the time. With this setup, you don't have to make the choice right now. You can just do it when you go to install them. It's great for indecisive people like me, but keep in mind that you have to choose between one or the other. You'll have to switch around some wiring in order to get them to work in the different capacities. Now on the back here, you're also going to find independent adjusters for each individual light, so you can really tailor these to exactly what you need. If you're out running trails at night and you want that higher beam, you can adjust and tweak accordingly. You can have one pointing all the way up, one pointing down, and get as much light out there as possible. But the coolest part here is probably the styling, at least in my opinion. Now, as you can see on our Bronco in these shots, these are designed to integrate seamlessly with the factory modular front bumper. These outer housings are shaped to fit perfectly in those cutouts on the edges, giving them a nearly OEM appearance. And as the lighting elements are inset here, as you can tell, when they're off, you almost wouldn't notice them right away. It would take a sharp eye to catch them, especially from a distance. Now, the outer housings here are comprised of ABS plastics. They're going to be strong and lightweight, while the lenses are automotive standard polycarbonate. Now, each of the individual lights also has an aluminum outer housing with integrated fins on it for keeping them cool. Plus, they're all individually wired, and they are weather sealed to keep out dirt and moisture, so the sensitive electronics stay working the way that they're supposed to. And since all the lighting here is taken care of by LEDs, they should also have a very long lifespan. Now, pricing for the set comes in at about $200, which makes them a pretty affordable way to get a set of LED fogs on your rig. So if you want that increased lighting output and you want to keep your truck looking pretty close to factory, these are going to get the job done without blowing out your budget. Installation is going to get a 2 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 2 hours to complete. Now, these are going to bolt right in place on your front bumper, so you don't have to do any modifications there. However, you are going to have to run some wires, and you're going to have to do a little bit of wiring, hence this little block right here. But fear not, we're going to take you out to the shop right now and walk you through that entire process.
For this install, you need a ratchet, a T40, an 8mm socket, wire strippers, wire cutters, a Phillips head screwdriver, zip ties, a clip removal tool, and also not shown be the wire connector installed onto the truck. All right, today we're gonna be installing some fog lights on our Bronco, so let's get started. All right, now we're gonna start the wiring. We're gonna work our way from where you attach it to all the way up to the fog lights. So at the front left driver's side here, we have our wires for our auxiliary switches. That's how we're gonna wire it up today. As you can see, we already have one of our wires stripped. But if you need to, we just cut the black end off here, strip some wire back so you can get some connection. Now we do have a block here that we can connect our wires with. It's fairly simple. Just lift it up. All right, so for the wiring on the truck, we're gonna take our block, slide it in connection here, and just lock it down. Now you have 2 different options. You have red, which is the white fog lights, yellow, which is the amber. Today we're gonna be hooking up the white fog lights. You can do either or. All right, lock that in position, and then you can tuck that away or secure it how you want. And then now we can run our wiring forward to our fog lights. All right, now that we have our power hooked up, we just need to hook up our ground. We have a ground wire right here. We're gonna grab our ratchet 8mm socket, loosen that up. All right, once we have that loose, you just slide it up under the head and then tighten the bolt back down. All right, now we could just zip tie our block here to our body just to keep it from dangling and keep it out of the way. Just take your wire strippers that have the wire cutter on them, just cut the excess off. All right, now we just need to go through and pull our wiring through. You can run your wiring however you want. We're going to go through our wheel liner and pull it through towards the fog light area. Now you see the fender flare is off. You don't need to take that off. We're just taking it off so you can see a little bit better. All right, now we're in our wheel liner. We're going to take a couple clips out right here and right here. Now you will see that they are a Phillips head on the inside. Now what you would do is take a stubby Phillips head screwdriver and just unscrew them, and they should thread out. As you can see, ours are pretty worn out. There's basically no threads left. So we're just gonna take our trim tool and get on the back side and work them out. You may break them doing this, so you don't want to. Just like that. Just like that. And we can peel our wheel liner back. And you can reach up. I know it's gonna be hard to see. So you're gonna reach up, find the wire that you ran, and pull it down through. All right, and then we'll see the connection here for the driver's side. And then we have to run this one over to the passenger side. All right, and then we can, once you have the wire pulled down, just reinstall your push clips. All right, now we're gonna run our wire all the way across from our driver's side to our passenger side. Now what you're gonna wanna do is secure the wire to the frame or any harnesses, just to keep away from anything hot, using supplied zip ties. Now it's gonna be impossible to see on ours because the bumper does hide the majority of everything under there. So just make sure you secure it and then run the wire all the way across. All right, now we just need to take 4 bolts out of the front bumper here to mount our fog light. So there's 4 T40 bolts, longer one on the side, shorter ones on the top. All right, now this is gonna be hard to see, but what you're gonna wanna do is take the extension harness, which we have here, and plug it into our connector coming out of wheel liner right there. So we're gonna reach through here and plug it in. Then we can take our fog light and plug in our 2 lights, like that. And like that. All right, then you can set your fog lights into place. All right, once you get it into place, you can reinstall our bolts. Just start by putting them in hand tight. All right, then we can take our ratchet and T40 socket and tighten them all down. All right, then you just want to go on the back side, just make sure your wiring is tucked up out of the way or secure it if you want, and then do the same thing on the passenger side. All right, then once you have this fog light all mounted, what you're gonna want to do is tuck up the wiring behind, secure it with zip ties if you want, and then you can repeat those same steps on the passenger side. All right, and that wraps up our install of our Raxium LED fog lights for a 2021 and newer Bronco with a modular front bumper, excluding the Raptor. And remember, for everything Bronco, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.